Look what's dragged out of storage. The Nomad. I had this thing pretty clean this spring, and then I threw it under the awning of shame, and the mice have got in here big time. So I'll have to clean this and evacuate them. I saw a couple little guys popping their heads out when I started. Yep. They came out of here and they went right in that hole right there. So I'm guessing they're up in the cowl somewhere. This tire's no good. I just filled it up and it's already flat. So I have to get that changed out before we do anything. A little mouse just popped right out of that hole. As I set this up, I was sitting in the back here. You can see they've really been in here. It's pretty nasty. But I got my buddy here, Scout. Get ready. Go get him, Scout. All right, now we got it cleaned up and the mice have been evicted. Let's take a look around here. Just a quick recap. I replaced the floors from front all the way to the back. That's a new door. That's a new tailgate. These are the dog houses for the tires are new. The spare wheel carrier is new. This is an old door. I got a new one that I have yet to put on. The front fenders were pretty decent. This car came from Tennessee. The bumpers are new. This emblem, new. This is new. It's already showing signs of wear, oddly enough. So, got a lot of work to do on it. It's pretty far along. I got dual exhaust. All the mounts have been replaced. All the rubber's been replaced. It does run, stops. It runs pretty well. I can drive this all over, except I don't have any glass in it right now. So I think the first objective is I want to paint the interior and then paint the top and the body, skipping the front end. I'll get to that. It's just a matter of focus for me. Probably not paint the doors. I'm just trying to get the top and the body painted before winter so I can do some interior work over the winter. With the tire off, I can show you a little more on the underside. It's got new gas tank, new dual exhaust, shocks, filler tube. Again, all the floor pans front to back are changed out. Everything is new. So yeah, the top looks kind of ratty, but underneath it's pretty good. Well, we got the body stripped down as far as I want to take it for paint. And we're going to paint, again, we're going to paint up here on the cowl, the body, the rear quarter, and the top. And we will paint the inside as well. Here I got stored about half a Nomad. Some of these parts are really good. Most of them are really good. Some parts are maybe not so good. And it takes a little while to disassemble all this stuff. So we got it under the awning of shame here. And then as I get the other part done, the body done, then we'll be pulling these parts and cleaning them up and putting them back on. What do you think? What do you have? After a lot of hours of sanding, I'm ready to spray on some high build primer. And the point of the high build primer is to fill in any small imperfections. You get to do more sanding, yay,
And hopefully through that process, you get everything completely straight. Right now, it should be fairly straight, but the high build primer will take all the guesswork out of everything. The top on this is actually really, really good. So I probably will just do the high build primer around the perimeter. Had some little bumps back here. You wonder how that happens, but it does. So we'll just get some high build stuff on that and start blocking that out. It on a coat of black sandable primer for a guide coat. So when I block sand this, hopefully all this disappears and everything is level. All right, I'm going to block this out. And remember, when you're blocking, you go at 45s like this, not like that. You don't want to dig ditches in your paint. So I'm going to go ahead and block this out and we'll see how it comes out. So how we do? Well, we got a couple of low spots like here, there, down here, back here. So I'll probably put some spot putty in those, and then the top came out really, really good. This side is good, pretty good too. It's got a little spot there, and one back here, one there. Again with a little spot putty, maybe in some of these areas here. And then another coat of fill primer, and then we should be ready for the sealing primer. Right? What do you think? Any mice in here today? Huh? Mice? Mice? You see any mice? Applied the spot putty to any area that looked like it needed a little help, and I know it looks like a lot, but most of this is going to sand off, and the other side looks the same. Same thing on this side. So I got the body ready to get its second coat of high build primer. Everything's blocked out. And I brought the fenders in, They're in pretty good shape overall. It's off a pale yellow car. I did redo the headlight bucket on both of them. You can see that on a previous episode. But overall, they're in good shape. I did weld in the holes for the trim because I'm not going to spend the $4,500 for the trim that goes alongside and over the eyebrows on these things. So if you buy this car from me, you want to put that trim on, great, knock yourself out. But I'm not going to do it. So anyways, tomorrow I hope to put the second coat of high build primer on there, and then I think I'll have some left over. I'm going to try to hit these fenders, and we'll see how that goes. After applying the second coat of high build primer, when we go to block this out, we should see much, much less of anything coming through. And that means that using a straight block like this, it would mean that our paint is pretty straight. So we'll get back to you when all the blocking is done. We got that, we gotta block this, and we gotta block these fenders and the trunk lid. These are going along for the ride because I had extra high build primer, so I figured let's get this done while we, because that high build stuff's got a pot life. So if you don't use it up right away, then you're wasting material. And at this cost, you don't want to do that. So how did we do? Overall, I think it's pretty good. We have a few spots that are coming through as anticipated. Probably the worst one down here. Otherwise, there's a couple back here, but they're all high spots, so we've got no low depressions. So that's good. We don't have to be sad about that. All right, we got all the block sanding done of the high build primer. This tailgate went pretty quick because it's brand new. The fenders took hours and hours and hours and hours of work to get it to this point, and I think it's good. And also, obviously, the body took a long time. So we're gonna move on to some primer sealer, and then I got the paint ordered, and I'll be coming next week. So we'll continue. And remember, the high build primer, that's your friend. That's where all the work happens. If you get that straight, then your paint job is gonna turn out pretty good. But that's where you spend a lot of time there just trying to get it perfected and straight. And hopefully when you paint it, it's gonna pay off. All your panels will be laser straight. I had a weak spot in the firewall, so I cut that out. And behind it was a mouse house. What a surprise. I also went in here and got some more out of there, so to clean it all out. So I'm gonna weld in a new piece and get it all primed up. Here we go, kids. It's arts and crafts time. So we're gonna cut out a little cardboard piece and fit it in the hole, and then transfer that cardboard to metal and weld the metal in. Well, we spent a lot of time putting on some primer sealer yesterday, and there's some areas that we have to look at. It's kind of weird. It's like you don't really see it until you get some paint on it. But anyways, overall it's pretty good, and we'll just try to address those areas. Let's see if I can find one here. You can see right here, that little depression there didn't get picked up. So we'll go through a look at all of those, and then put in some spot putty where we need to, and then just reprime those areas. All right, well, after a lot of contemplating what color I wanted to paint this thing, I didn't want a bright color because I wanted the lines of the car to do the talking, not the funky color. Okay, I'm sorry, I don't want to offend anybody, but like I've seen tangerine orange ones, metallic, they're a beautiful paint job, but I want more of a subtle color. So this is what I came up with. So here it is. Da, 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 da. You can paint this thing 100 different colors and it'd be beautiful. So this is just one of them, I think. You ready? It's not black. You can see that. You see the metal flake in there?
No, it's black.
That's how dark it is. It's pretty dark.
I do see the metal.
Now it's coming around. See that? It's called Black Jade. Sport color. Sorry. Find it on like a 69 or 1970 Mustang. This one's been in the back of my mind for a long time. Like, that is a great color. So this is probably the last car that I'm going to paint full paint job. So I'm going with this. Could have gone with a lot of other colors. The original color was like orangish red with a beige top, and I already have a couple colors like that, cars with that. Like the truck has got that color combination, so I wanted to change it up. Go with something dark, but not black. And this, there it is right there. Can you see that? You got a good shot of that?
Still looks black.
It's not black. It's like a dark, it's like a, I can't even say it's like an olive green. It's more like a really dark tan color. Heavy metal plate. Very heavy. So we'll see how it sprays out. If it turns out, I think it's going to be pretty good. That's a beautiful color. Okay, we finished tacking off everything. We degreased everything. I got the floor damp, so it shouldn't pick up anything off the floor. We're ready to shoot. I got the 2 fenders, the tailgate. I painted the other side of the tailgate a couple days ago, so that's all taped off and everything. And then we're gonna shoot these fenders, and hopefully we won't have any bugs. So there's 2 kinds of bugs you get here in the jungle or the woods. You get the mosquito that flies in, and then they land on your paint with their very little dainty legs, and they just stick right there. Those guys are, it's a nuisance, but it's not a huge problem. You just pluck those out after it dries and sand it out. You never see it. Then there's the little black bugs that have a hard shell, and they'll fly through the vapor, drop right on your paint, on their back, and they start doing this, like an angel in the snow. Only it's an angel in your paint, and you have to try to pick that little guy out of there before they destroy your paint job. So those are the hazards that you have, but using this paint booth, it really helps out knock down a lot of that stuff. So here we go. If you do get a hunk of crud in your paint, these things work really good. They got a fuzzy tip on them, and you just try to pluck it out with that, and it can save you quite a bit of headache. tailgate turned out pretty good. A little bit of trash here and there. Can sand that out. Fenders turned out good. Not quite as straight as I hoped they would be. Thanks for watching this episode of Nomadergarage. On the next episode, we'll be spraying the doors, the hood, this enormous panel that goes between the bumper and the front end. I don't know, it's a gravel pan, whatever. It's big. Anyways, thanks for all your help, you guys. I could have done it without you. In fact, I did. I feel like such a little guy without the